Hey, what's up, people? The reason why I wanted to do a live tonight is because a lot of groups I'm interested in are on Discord, and so I was like, I might as well make a group in Discord. So the game plan is to do weekly and monthly. I don't want to call them coaching calls, accountability calls, or videos where we set our goals and accomplish them. I really have a problem with guys just shit talking forever and talk about society. I mean, make something happen, please. But I did get some questions. So let's see. Let me go through the questions. Ways to generate attraction on dates. Right off the top of my head, I think about emotional state transfer. So it is imperative for you to feel good in your body and just be expressive and be your best natural self. Think about a great time you've had with friends and put that personality to the forefront. There can be I can get into conversational topics, but it's going to be hard to explain natural conversation. But the underlining vibe is you're having a good time, right? So I might need to get into that later, but just have a good fucking time, and she will too, even if there's no sexual attraction there. And sometimes that happens, but at least it's not a miserable date, right? All right. Cold approach with shy or one word or boring women. All right. Right off the top, I don't like the word cold approach. That it's not a good way to think of things. It's because you get into too nerd type shit and you want to be more natural. It should be socializing with people you might have some interest in intimately, and some you don't, right? So when you come across that, your state is the most important thing, as long as you're not a rude asshole. So is to maintain your positive, fun state. This is what's most important. And some people get nervous. I get nervous, and sometimes, or you're just tired, or whatever. And there's this thing where, she's doing this because we got that shit video posted in my group. It's because of my genetics. That's there's a million things that could be going on. So she might need some space, whatever. You're not vibing. Are you putting your best self out there? That's all that matters. Okay, so on dates as well, this is the same thing. Some people get nervous on dates, and that's why I recommend going on as many dates as possible, even if she isn't your the most beautiful woman you've ever met, or whatever. Try to find some redeeming qualities. Just get those dates to get your nerves out, so you don't make the women nervous, right? So, going so many dates is not even a big deal to you, because if it's going to be a big deal every time, the woman's going to feel it. It's going to be stressful, and it's just going to be like pulling fucking teeth. All right. Leveraging IG for dates. You definitely can leverage social media for dates. The number one thing for me is going to be make sure it's not fake. Make sure it's real. Make sure it's showing your life, and you actually like looking at the pictures that you post. That's the most important thing. And so, you don't want to be messaging random women. You don't want to be doing shots and just going through your fucking Instagram or Facebook. Doesn't work. But you might be able to drum up some interest, like I have on Facebook, if a woman comments on your Instagram. I don't do Instagram. I'm just like Facebook. Discord, going to Discord is a big deal. I like Facebook and YouTube, so but I got to. Yeah, so so then you can message her. If she makes a comment, then it's okay to send her a message. Let's see. Here we go again. Cold approaches to get laid, to get a date, get laid, or get into a relationship. How many does it take? Now, I don't like this word, cold approach. You should be socializing like a normal human being with lots of different people. And, we're going to make, there's some women out there very attractive. We're going to make our way over there, but we're not going to treat them any different, right? We're just going to socialize, and we're just going to see if there's a potential spark of interest there. And this is what I go into, their body movements, call them IOIs. We don't have to go as nerd as me. You can just tell, because if you've ever been rejected or a woman doesn't like talking to you, just think about the opposite of that, right? So, but it's just showing more interest. And I really believe in what I call space bubbles. So we got stranger bubble, friend bubble, and intimacy bubble, right? So if she breaks the friend bubble, or she's in the friend bubble, this is very good indication that for you to attempt to push the interaction forward. Let me see. How to deal with rejection, because it's likely going to take you hundreds of approaches. This is wrong. That's why if you're social first, you don't have to go through a bunch of rejections. Now, there are time management situations where you're not in a social situation and you're just left with being short socially, and you might have to go direct. So you got to take a shot, my man, and accept it where it goes. But it is definitely not hundreds of social interactions to get dates, get laid, or get into a relationship. Your dates should be, this is going to be controversial, but it's the truth. Your dates, it's a lot less dates than most people would imagine to become intimate. You don't need to go date 100 women, to get intimate on a date with a woman. But the exact numbers, I don't know. I don't like to look at it that way. I like to think of just putting my positive self out there and just being aware of which women are attracted to me, not attracted to me, and for me to maintain my vibe, because that's the most important thing for me. As long as I'm not, hurting people, good, fun, positive energy, and there's always a woman that's going to be attracted to you. Always. Some people are off, and we have to fix those things. And there is a weight bias, which I would put over. I hate these black pill topics, and people keep talking about that goes above race, height, and bone structure. Weight is one of the hardest hitting things, but definitely met some guys out there who are overweight and still date some attractive women. But it gets harder and harder, so you don't want to start gorging yourself. But yeah, man, if you guys interested in the Discord, join it. So I'm just going to try to do these lives on Facebook until maybe I get some membership in Discord, and then I'll probably do videos on Discord. But peace. Have a good one.